Hello everyone, welcome to today's webinar, The 3 Things You Must Know to Become a Virtual Assistant. Today we're going to cover what is a virtual assistant and what do you have to offer. We'll talk about who you can work for and what types of services you can offer. We'll cover the 5 irresistible benefits of being a virtual assistant that will make you want to quit your current job and start looking for your new clients today so that you can feel fulfilled, get paid what you're worth, and have more freedom in your life. We'll cover the 7 essential characteristics of an entrepreneur that will help you discover if virtual assistance is the right career choice for you, so that you can start building your new business now, even if you are currently working full-time. We'll cover the Getting Started as a Virtual Assistant program for those of you who are ready to make those changes in your life and your career. I will be telling you about the training program a little bit later, partway through the webinar. We will also go over a partial list of services that you can offer, and we'll cover the 3 important things you must know to become a virtual assistant so that you can stop commuting, start making money from home, and spend more time with family. After all, aren't those things that everybody wants? To feel fulfilled, to get paid what you're really worth, to not have to commute every day, to be able to make money working from home, and to have more freedom and flexibility in your life so you can spend more time with family and doing activities that you love. I think so. I know that's true for me. Too many people settle for less and put up with situations that make them really unhappy. I know I did it for too many years. The problem is that people either don't know that they can change their situation or they don't believe they can. First, I'll tell you a little bit about me. My name is Lisa McDonald. I'm a virtual assistant from Nova Scotia, Canada. I'm an animal lover with 3 horses, Appaloosas. I was a small animal veterinary assistant for 7 years before my boss retired and decided to close the business rather than sell it. I had no idea what I wanted to do then. I loved that job, even though I was making minimum wage. And I knew I didn't want to end up with a job I hated. While on unemployment, I spent lots of time looking through classifieds and job board listings, and there was absolutely nothing available that I qualified for that excited me. Even worse, I was enjoying being at home every day a little too much. I liked being able to sleep in. I liked going to play with my horses and spending more time with them. Not only did I not want to get stuck in a job that I hated, but I didn't even want to go to work. I did a lot of thinking, and I really couldn't see myself truly happy in any workplace job that I could think of. However, I also didn't want to end up taking advantage of welfare, as that's not how I roll. I kept wondering if it would be possible to work at home and actually make money. I didn't know what I could do, but I started Googling things. Some things I didn't even consider because I knew they were scams, and I knew if something sounded too good to be true, that it almost always is. I wasn't going to earn $300 to $500 per day or week by stuffing envelopes for 3 hours per week. I thought maybe I could make money from internet marketing, being an affiliate for products and doing Google AdWords. I did pay out some money for a training program, which was probably a scam of sorts, but thankfully I didn't pay much. I had no idea what I was doing at the time, but it was fun and I did learn some things. I sure spent more money than I earned. I actually earned nothing. Then I got this idea from somewhere else online that I could buy a website from a website sales site that was already set up to make money. I looked for one within my budget that I thought had a money-making topic. There's a very real possibility that I could have made some money from this site, but again, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing at the time. The guy told me he would help me transfer the site to my new hosting and told me the site would transfer automatically. Haha, no. When the hosting company transferred the domain for me, I lost the entire website. I didn't know anything about backing up a website and transferring the files. I was never able to get hold of the guy that I bought it from after that to see if he could still access the files on his server. That was an expensive lesson learned. I work with websites and hosting companies regularly now, so the memory makes me want to do a facepalm. I can't believe I was so naive about it. So that was another failure. Then I saw ads for medical transcription training. I did what I thought was thorough research into the medical transcription field, and I thought it was a great idea. I would be able to work at home, have flexible hours, and make great money. Oh, and the medical transcription training college was going to help me find a job too. Perfect. I enrolled in a course that came highly recommended and had a great reputation, and I really did enjoy it. I know some of you are medical transcriptionists, and you will probably resonate with my story. As it turns out, it took me about 2 years to finally get hired by a company because most of them said I didn't have the required experience. They required 2 to 5 years of paid acute care or hospital transcription experience. I had a couple of false starts where companies hired me by mistake, thinking I had the experience, even though I was completely honest on my resume and application, and they strung me along for a while, making me jump through hoops before cutting all communication with me. I even bought a new used computer and a foot pedal for one of the companies in order to be compatible with their system, all for nothing. Finally, a company hired me because they acquired a big hospital account and they didn't have enough medical transcriptionists to cover them. The company was actually really good to work for, but the system was so slow and some of the procedures were so complicated that I found myself earning anywhere between $3.50 to $11 per hour, depending on various factors, like if I had good doctors and audio files come up in my queue, and if I had to spend much time finding addresses and other information. So usually it ranged between $6 to $8 per hour. In addition, I found myself sitting behind my computer typing for 10 to 16 hours per day to meet my contracted full-time requirements. This was not what I had in mind. I loved the medical terminology and some of the medical cases and operations were very interesting. But as time went on, I started to hate and resent the job. I was having some undiagnosed health issues that resulted in severe fibromyalgia type symptoms, body pain, and numbness in my hands and feet, which made it very hard for me to sit at the computer for more than a few hours at a time. So I started resenting the pay, the requests to work overtime when their system was backed up and behind on audio files, the inability to work when their work queue would run dry and there was no work available, bugs in the system that would slow me down even more, and all of the frequent emails sent out to us to alert us to changes in our procedures. On top of that, when I had questions or a problem, I either couldn't get my emails replied to or nothing would be done about the problem. I was starting to wish that I had a job to go to, except I physically wouldn't have been able to because I spent 8 miserable months trying to get a doctor or specialist to figure out what was wrong with me health-wise. I finally figured the problem out myself, by the way. It turned out to be gluten that was making me so sick. Anyway, I had begun doing general transcription on the side when I was taking my medical transcription course, so I was still doing some of that as well because I didn't want to lose my few repeat clients. I was actually making more per hour doing general transcription than medical. So, how did I get into virtual assistants? I was spending time surfing the internet for ideas on work and home jobs, hoping I could find something that wasn't a scam and that wasn't a call center or customer service rep, as I had no interest in doing that. I'm not quite sure how I came across the word virtual assistant initially, but I had to run into it a few times before I got curious enough to find out what a virtual assistant really is. VA Networking defines a virtual assistant as a highly skilled, independent professional who provides administrative, technical, and/or creative business support services. Wikipedia's definition is a bit longer. It defines a virtual assistant as being generally self-employed and provides professional, administrative, technical, or creative assistance to clients remotely from a home office. Because virtual assistants are independent contractors rather than employees, clients are not responsible for any employee-related taxes, insurance, or benefits, except in the context that those indirect expenses are included in the VA's fees. Clients also avoid the logistical problem of providing extra office space, equipment, or supplies. Clients pay for 100% productive work and can work with virtual assistants individually or in multi-VA firms to meet their exact needs. Virtual assistants usually work for other small businesses, but can also support busy executives. It is estimated that there are as few as 5,000 to 10,000, or as many as 25,000 virtual assistants worldwide. So then I stumbled across an online summit dedicated to virtual assistants, and it happened to be starting the very next day. I paid for my week-long membership access and learned all about what a virtual assistant is, what services I could offer, various training options, and more. Long before the week was over, I knew that this was exactly what I wanted to do. I also realized that because I did general transcription, I was already a virtual assistant. I just didn't know it. However, I was very limited in the services I could offer at that point. I simply stated on Facebook my desire to become a virtual assistant, and coincidentally, a friend of mine had started a coaching and consulting business over a year before and needed a virtual assistant. I didn't quite know yet what services I could offer, so we had a chat about my skills and interests. There were some tasks that I was easily able to take over from her, and others that she had to guide me through initially. I then also started working with an online business manager. An online business manager is usually an advanced virtual assistant who has gained enough knowledge and experience and grown their business big enough to hire other virtual assistants and take on a project management and business management role. She was willing to train me in various skills and technical systems, and I learned a great deal from her as well. It is my goal to eventually transition into more of an online business manager role. I wanted to learn more, so I started taking various virtual assistant training courses to improve my skills and to give myself some bragging rights when trying to attract new clients. I still take occasional courses to upgrade my skills and keep up with changes in technology used by my target market. Altogether, I've been a virtual assistant for over 6 years, and I don't regret my decision one little bit. It hasn't always been easy, that's for sure. But whoever said that starting a business is easy? I love what I do, so it has definitely been fulfilling. Enough about me for now. Let's get back to focusing on what it takes to be a virtual assistant and the next topic, which is 5 irresistible benefits of being a VA. Number 1, the ability to work from home. The choice to become a virtual assistant is a great one for many. If you're a parent or a caregiver, it allows you to stay home and earn a paycheck. Being a virtual assistant means you can work from your computer. You don't have to commute and go into a formal office. Your clients are managed all online. You can work from anywhere. If you're heading to the beach for spring break, you can take your work with you. You can work from a coffee shop. You can work from the poolside. You can work while you're waiting for your child at the dentist's office. Benefit number 2, it's interesting. There really is no end to the type of work you can do as a virtual assistant. You can offer a broad base of services like administrative or technical, or a specialty service like transcription, web design, social media management, etc. If you choose to offer a variety of services, it can help keep the job interesting and you won't suffer from burnout. That's what I love about it. Over time, I have weeded out the services I don't like as much, and I can say I really do enjoy all of the services I currently offer. You can also manage a number of different clients. This provides the ability to learn about a lot of industries and topics. Benefit number 3 is demand. Virtual assistants is a growing industry. As more and more people go into business online, there's an increasing need, and both individuals and companies are realizing the benefits of outsourcing. It puts you in a prime position to create a business and a career. Benefit number 4, low startup requirements. There's not much required to initially get started as a virtual assistant. You'll need a computer, a website, and the means to market and grow your business. All of this can be managed for just a few $100s. You also don't need any special degree or certification. While administrative certification is available, if you have the skills, you have something to offer and you're ready to get started. So you don't need that certification. Benefit number 5, you're the boss. In addition to being able to work from home, there are also many other freedoms. For example, you can set your own working hours. If you're a night owl, this means you can work at night when you're awake and alert. You can also take time off whenever you need to. No more asking the boss for a vacation day or worrying about sick leave. Now, there may be times when you have deadlines that you can't just flake out on because that's really bad for business and your reputation. But you can generally schedule your working hours around appointments and activities. And if you suddenly get sick, you will have more flexibility to your schedule than you would in other job scenarios. And because you're the boss, you also get to choose who you work with and how much you will get paid for the work you do. You choose the clients and the projects you'll take on, and you'll set the rates. If you're looking for a full-time career or just a little extra money, you definitely want to consider becoming a virtual assistant. You can really create the lifestyle you need and want. I won't claim that it's easy or that you'll get rich quickly, but if you put the time and effort into building your business, the results will eventually speak for themselves. 7 essential characteristics of an entrepreneur that will help you to know if being a virtual assistant is right for you. More and more people are realizing the value of outsourcing their administrative and technological needs. It's a career choice that promises variety, daily challenges, and the freedom of being your own boss. However, it's not the right choice for everyone. Here are a few good questions to help you determine if being a VA is right for you. Are you good at managing your time? As a virtual assistant, you're going to have to balance a lot of tasks. You'll balance client work, managing your own business, and you'll also want to market and grow your business. Then, of course, the day-to-day responsibilities like laundry don't go away either. There will be a lot of demands on your time, energy, and attention. If you're good at managing your time, great. If you can focus and be productive, you have what it takes to be a VA. If time management isn't your strength, there's still hope. I dedicate one of the modules in the Getting Started as a Virtual Assistant program to time management. Start adopting habits right now to better manage your time. Learn to schedule and prioritize. Learn how to focus and be productive. Are you motivated and enthusiastic? Being a virtual assistant takes a lot of positive energy. You'll want to be able to get up every morning and be able to focus on your business. Of course, there will be low energy days. Everyone has them. But in order to succeed as a VA, you'll want to be brimming with energy and enthusiasm to start, grow, and manage your business. If you have problems with keeping up your energy, you might want to start with looking at your diet. Eat more organic vegetables, cut back on the sugar, wheat, and processed foods, and drink more water. You'll be amazed at how these changes can positively affect your energy level and your health. Are you organized? In addition to organizing your own business needs, tasks, and information, you'll need to organize your clients. That's part of your job. Your clients need your help in getting and keeping them organized. The more organized you are, the more productive you'll be. If you're not organized, start creating systems right now. You can still be successful, but you'll have to pay careful attention to your systems and practices. Organize your desk, your office, your files, your email, your calendar, your processes, and procedures. Make yourself be organized. Are you social? Do you have good communication? Okay, so you don't have to be a social butterfly to succeed as a VA, but you'll want to be easy to communicate with. I'm very much an introvert. You won't likely find me speaking in public on a stage anytime soon. Even speaking via a teleseminar or webinar makes me uncomfortable, but you also can't hide behind your computer all the time. Clients and prospects will each prefer to communicate with you in different ways, which may include email, telephone, and Skype. Make sure you're comfortable talking with strangers. The more social you are, the more clients you're likely to meet online and off. It's easier to build your business when you're excited to talk about it with others. Also, make sure that you sound professional and present yourself professionally at all times, whether in person, on the phone, via Skype, or email. If you're speaking on the phone, make sure your phone line has a good connection, that it's not noisy, and that you pronounce your words clearly. Don't mumble, speed talk, or half pronounce your words. If a potential client can't understand what you're saying and you don't sound professional, they're definitely not going to hire you. Do you have a positive mindset? Nobody likes a negative Nelly. If you have a negative nature, it's going to show through when you're talking to potential clients. They will be able to feel that negative vibration coming from you, and it won't work in your favor. I don't know if you're familiar with how the law of attraction works, but the energy and thoughts you put out into the universe are exactly what you attract to you. If you focus on negative thoughts, you will attract negative situations and outcomes. It really is true. By having a negative mindset, you also set yourself up for failure. You won't see the opportunities that can unfold for you, and you won't have the determination to make things happen. Entrepreneurs need to have a positive mindset to be successful. If you don't have a positive mindset, you can teach yourself. I was born negative, and I was as negative as could be for at least the first 25 years of my life. My glass was always half empty. I saw the negative aspects of everything that was wrong in the world instead of balancing it with everything that was right. And I always expected the worst to happen. After all, if you expect the worst case scenario in every situation, if that doesn't happen, then that's a great bonus, right? That's really not a great way to live, and you just keep attracting more negativity and more negative situations because that's what you expect, and that's all you allow yourself to see. It takes some practice and mindfulness, but you can change that mindset just like I did. It doesn't mean ignoring problems and sticking your head in the sand, but it's a matter of also choosing to see what is right in the world and identifying things you are grateful for, even if they are only small things. I do teach some easy techniques on this in the Getting Started as a Virtual Assistant course because they really do make a difference when you practice them. Do you have administrative skills? If you're a medical transcriptionist or you've had an office job, you know how to type, and you probably know how to type quickly. You are probably really good at online research and finding what you need to know quickly. And you hopefully know how to use Microsoft Word. You are probably also good at proofreading and editing. That's a place to start. If you have worked in any kind of an office setting as an administrative assistant, you may also have done a variety of other office work, like drafting and sending correspondence, organization, data entry, maybe even taking meeting minutes. You may have answered phones, dealt with customers, checked email, organized mail, typed letters, and other general tasks. In module number 2 of the Getting Started as a Virtual Assistant program, we dive deep into determining what skills you have accumulated through previous jobs, volunteer work, hobbies, interests, etc. Write down everything you can do at an expert level because you will not have assistance from anyone when you're at home. So you need to know how to do some tasks very well. And do you have any marketing knowledge? This is important for your business and possibly for your clients' businesses. And this is something that you can learn if you don't know much about marketing. Start by reading a few good books on marketing your business. If you decide that you want to learn more from me, I do cover some marketing in the Getting Started as a Virtual Assistant program that I will tell you more about in just a few minutes. Even if you don't have all of these skills or personality traits, that's okay. Most of them can be learned. If you already have a computer, you can likely start your virtual assistant business with a very low budget. Many have started with nothing at all and made a huge success of their VA skills. Create a checklist, create a plan, and create the success you desire. Desire is the first step. The rest will fall into place. So in a few minutes, I'm going to reveal the 3 things you must know to become a virtual assistant, and we're also going to go over a partial list of services that you may be able to offer to clients, so be sure to stick around. But first, I'm to tell you about the 12-week Getting Started as a Virtual Assistant training program. So many of you have been asking for guidance and help to get started as a virtual assistant. You may be tired of commuting every day, especially in bad weather. You may feel like that you have no time for family and the activities you love because you spend so much of your days working. You may be unhappy and unfulfilled in your job, and/or you may be getting minimum wage. If any of these situations describe you, you're probably ready for a change. The idea of making money working at home so that you can have more time for family and the activities you love sounds like a dream come true. It doesn't have to be a dream. I didn't have an entrepreneurial bone in my body. Nobody in my family was an entrepreneur. I had a somewhat limited skill set. I didn't let that stop me. I made the decision and decided I was going to create my own reality. That's exactly what I did. For those of you who want guidance in getting a virtual assistant business set up for success, the Getting Started as a Virtual Assistant program is a 12-week self-study training that includes videos, sometimes more than one, transcripts, and a workbook in each module. You will receive access to 1 module per week. Every 4 weeks will be a catch-up week, and there will be only a short audio file where I'll talk about various subjects and give some tips. You will also receive access to a private Facebook group where you can connect with me and other participants, share ideas, and ask questions about the course materials. Week 1 is how to start your own business as a virtual assistant. This is an overview of the entire program, including how to start an online home business, what systems you need in place, setting up your office, the equipment needed, and what's required to run your business. Week number 2 is identifying skills, target market, and ideal clients. In this class, we go in depth to discover the skills you already have that can be transferred to your new virtual assistant business. We cover what skills you can develop and what skills you may want to learn. I also give an explanation of what some of these services involve. You will explore your interests and how to use your strengths to your advantage. You will learn why it's important to choose a niche or a target market and how to go about doing this. And you'll learn how to identify your ideal client. Week number 3 is common tools you may need as a virtual assistant. We will cover common and popular programs that you might want or need to use in your business and the benefits to using these programs. These programs include online appointment calendars, phone systems, transcription software, project management software, time tracking software, financial software and tools, and password and online security, as well as remote assistance, help desks, productivity software, online file storage and sharing, graphics and images, social media management software, and more. So that's all covered in the common tools you may need as a virtual assistant in week 3. Week number 4 is a catch-up week with a short audio recording, and I talk about spelling, grammar, and attention to detail. Week number 5 is time management. You will learn how to better manage your time and schedule your day. We will cover time management strategies to help you prioritize, eliminate distractions, and be productive in both your business and life. Week number 6 will be offering excellent customer service. In this class, we will cover important customer service skills to not only keep your clients happy, but also your clients' customers. It's important to establish long-term loyal customers. Happy clients will purchase from you again and again, and they will also recommend you to other business associates. Week number 7 is all about virtual assistant rates, invoicing, and payments. I will tell you right now that a virtual assistant commonly gets paid $25 to $65 per hour in North America. I started out at $25 per hour with very limited skills. In this module, you will discover the various ways to determine the rate you will charge, whether to charge per hour, per service, or whether to create project packages or blocks of time. You will learn the risks of setting your rates too low and how this can actually put your business at risk. And we will cover the best practices for tracking your time, invoicing, payment options, and more. Then week number 8 is a catch-up week with a short audio recording. I talk about entrepreneurial mindset, time management, and organizing your time. Week number 9 is creating your business plan, contracts, and welcome package. You will learn about setting up a business plan for short-term and long-term goals, what each part of the business plan means, and how to best fill it out, and tips for preparing a business plan for funding requests from banks or business grant associations. We will cover the different types of contracts, what should be included, how to deliver them and have them returned, and what to put into a welcome package. Week number 10 is finding clients and preparing for the interview. We will discuss ideas for finding clients, both online and offline, how to find great clients, do's and don'ts, what to look for and what to look out for, and how to prepare for a consultation or interview with your potential client. Week number 11 is Marketing Your Business for Success. In this class, we will cover various marketing tactics, including developing your online presence, your website and what you need to have on it, email marketing, social media, and building online credibility. Then the last week, week number 12, is a catch-up week and short audio recording. I talk about qualities of an ideal client, tracking your income, and negativity. The value of this program is $1,023. The regular price I will be selling it for is $497. Until May 29th, I'm offering it at a special reduced price of $297, which is $200 off. I'm also throwing in some fast action bonuses for those of you who enroll by May 25th at 11:59 p.m. Bonus number 1, 101 ways to market your business online for free. This is a 55-minute presentation that will give you 101 ways to market your business without breaking the bank. It's a video PowerPoint presentation, and you will also receive a transcript. The value of this bonus is $97. So again, this bonus is only available to those of you who enroll by no later than Tuesday, May 25th. It's 11:59 p.m. Eastern. Bonus number 2 is for those of you who already know you want to get started right away and you take action quickly. For the first 5 of you who click on the button underneath the video, you might have to scroll down a little bit if it's not showing. For the first 5 of you who click on that and register for the Getting Started as a Virtual Assistant training program, I will give you my package of 24 virtual assistant contracts and templates that you can modify and use in your new virtual assistant business. This priceless package includes virtual assistant agreement, retainer agreements, there are 2 of those, project service agreement, subcontractor and non-disclosure agreement, a confidentiality agreement, a credit card authorization form, 2 client questionnaire and intake forms, a client information tracking sheet, a client tracking sheet for login information, and 2 client feedback questionnaire forms, as well as checklist for client projects, a business backup details form, 2 Excel time tracking sheets, a sample invoice, a payment past due letter, a client phone log, a sample welcome letter, a sample warm letter for initial contact, a sample direct mail or email letter for initial contact, and 2 sample follow-up emails. The value of this bonus, the package of 24 virtual assistant contracts and templates, is $180, if not more. But remember, only the first 5 of you who sign up will be receiving these for free. And I'll be carefully watching for the fast action takers. I expect these to go fast, so if you want them for free, you'll need to be one of the first 5 to register. If you're one of the first 5, I will personally email the package to you within 24 hours of you registering. The total value of the program and bonuses is $1,300. The regular price for the program is $497. And that's just for the program only, without the bonuses. And for a limited time, I am offering all of this for the investment of $297. And if $297 all at once is a struggle for you, I even have a payment plan of $120 per month for 3 months. Oh, and by the way, these prices are in Canadian dollars because I'm Canadian. If you're American, the exchange rate is in your favor. The 297 Canadian dollars works out to approximately $237 US, and the $120 per month for 3 months works out to approximately $96 US per month for 3 months. How great of a deal is that? The program doesn't officially start until June 1st, but for those of you who register now, You will get the discount and you'll have instant access to week number 1 class materials, how to start your own business as a virtual assistant, and if you register by May 25th, you will have instant access to the bonus module as well. Okay, I want you to get first crack at those fast action bonuses. The link to register is below the video here on the page. If you don't see it, you may have to scroll down a little bit. Just click on the button below and the registration page will open up in a new window. But we still have some more content to cover, and I don't want you to miss it. So the 3 things you must know to become a virtual assistant. As a virtual assistant, there's a huge list of services you can provide, and it can vary from business to business and niche to niche. You can offer a variety of services to your clients, or you can specialize. Making the decision can be a bit challenging, and there are 3 things to consider to help you figure out what services you will provide, and you must sit down and figure these out before you can become a virtual assistant. What are your strengths? While it might be nice to provide a variety of services, it might be a better idea to focus on your strengths. For example, if you're a fast transcriptionist and/or excellent with administrative details, but not very technologically inclined, then focus on transcription and/or administration. Leave the website management to someone else for the time being. That way, you can be sure you're providing the best service possible to your clients. They'll be 100% satisfied, and you'll spend your time working on projects that match your skills. Number 2, do you like what you do? If you don't enjoy a task, you're not going to be motivated to accomplish it. This, of course, isn't good business because clients don't appreciate it when you procrastinate. When you love what you do, it doesn't feel like work. You need to enjoy what you're doing and have interest in it. Otherwise, you're not going to give it your best effort, and you're not going to do a good job. I won't say I never get frustrated or irritated by something I'm working on, or sometimes even by clients themselves, but it's usually just a passing issue. I often end up working long hours and late into the night because I want to, not because I have to. I enjoy what I'm doing, and I almost always get addicted to it, coming up with new ideas or wanting to finish something I've been working on, either for my own business or for my clients. Make a list of the tasks you enjoy doing. Make a list of the tasks that are just okay. Then make a list of the tasks you dislike. You don't want to take on projects consisting of tasks you dislike because both you and your client will come out on the losing end. Neither of you will be happy, and that's exactly what you want to avoid. And number 3, what's in demand? Some tasks are in high demand. For example, right now, managing social networking pages and profiles is an in-demand opportunity. If you have skills and interests in this area, this may be a service to market and provide. Of course, the specific tasks that are in demand vary from business niche to business niche. A small retail business will have different needs from their virtual assistant than a realtor, a pastor, an author, a coach, an executive, or an interior designer. Get to know the business needs of the people or businesses you want to work with, and get to know what is in demand. Also, take a look at the opportunities being requested. Visit social networking sites and freelance job sites, and research the most commonly requested tasks. These are some of the skills and services people are looking for. And we do work on these 3 things in the course as well. So a possible list of virtual assistant services. And these are just some. There's certainly not a complete list of services that you can offer. We have social media, transcription, research, editing, website design and maintenance, graphic design, desktop publishing, email marketing and newsletters, e-commerce, customer service, answering or returning phone calls, marketing calls and cold calls, data entry, writing and sending press releases, bookkeeping, invoicing, article and blog post writing, posting blog posts on the blog, submitting articles to online directories, document formatting, PowerPoint slides, forum posting, sorting emails, replying to emails, event planning, mind maps, scheduling appointments and calendar management, travel plans, and personal tasks and gift purchases. And remember, this is just a partial list. You don't need to offer all of these services to be a virtual assistant. I certainly don't offer all of these. I just wanted to give you a broad range of ideas. Start with the tasks that you like and are good at, and then as you learn more, you can expand your services. You can also just specialize in one specific area if you wish. As for the types of clients you can work with, I couldn't begin to name all of the industries: financial, technology, executives, lawyers, consultants, coaches, speakers, authors, real estate professionals, internet marketers, healthcare, event planners, wedding planners, pastors, interior designers and decorators. I was even told that a golf club owner and laundromat owner could benefit from having a virtual assistant to assist with online marketing. Use your imagination. Think outside of the box. There are no set rules. You create your business. You choose who you work with. You choose the type of work that you do and what services you offer. You set your own hours, and you choose your own rate. For me, my VA journey has been a wonderful experience, and I don't regret my decision one little bit. It hasn't always been easy. It takes persistence and motivation to build a home business and to build a reputation to the point where you are not actively seeking out clients, but instead they are seeking you. It's totally possible. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. I can't guarantee what you will make, but you do get out of it what you put into it. It's all about building blocks, creating a strong foundation to build a steadily growing and sustainable business. Again, I've talked to some of you who are so tired of commuting every day. Some of you have long drives and heavy traffic, not to mention the bad weather. I don't know where you live, but if you had a winter like we had here this past winter, it just didn't want to end. No, I don't miss the commute at all. I prefer to be able to get up and work in my pajamas all day if I want to, in the comfort of my own home. Some of you have stated how unhappy you are in your current job and how you feel so unfulfilled. I've been there too with a couple of jobs. It's not worth it. You just end up feeling resentful and stressed out. I couldn't tolerate that kind of situation for too long. I think a year was the longest I put up with those types of jobs. And I'm a very easygoing person, so by that time I was ready to snap. Many of you feel like you exist just to work. You're spending most of your days at work and commuting to and from work, coming home exhausted. What little time that you have for quality time with your families and doing activities you love, you schedule it around your work. That's what happens when you have a job working for someone else. You have no say in it. You don't have any control over it like you do when you have your own business. It's so worth it when you can schedule your work around your life instead of your life around your work. But then I know some of you are struggling because you got laid off in the economic downturn and you haven't been able to get hired again. That's probably the toughest situation because you have nothing to fall back on while you get your VA business started. However, many VAs have successfully launched their business with very little financial resources. All it takes is the drive and determination. If you want it, you can make it happen. Sometimes life craps on you, and things seem to be out of your control, and they will continue to be out of your control if you just wait for something to come along. When opportunities aren't opening up for you, you have to get creative and create the opportunities yourself. By doing this, you take back control of your life. The definition of insanity is doing the same things over and over again, expecting a different result. Nothing changes if nothing changes. If you're happy with your life and your job right now, that's great. You don't need to change anything, and things will stay exactly the same. But if you're not happy, if you don't feel appreciated, if you feel unfulfilled, if you're sick and tired of commuting and working long hours, or if you lost your job and just haven't been able to find another one, do you think any of that is going to change for the better if you don't do anything different than you're doing right now? Probably not. In fact, I can almost guarantee it won't, in most cases. You have to make the decision about how you want your life to be. It's completely up to you. It's your responsibility. Change is scary, but that's the only way you're going to see a different outcome. Don't think you have no control over your current situation. You have control to do nothing so that things stay the same or get worse. And you have control to do something different, anything different, even baby steps that will eventually move you toward a better situation. Once you make a decision that you want something and you are fully committed to that decision, the universe conspires to make it happen. It's the law of attraction. How badly do you want it? Wouldn't it be nice to not have to commute anymore, to wake up and walk down the hall to your office and stay in your pajamas all day if you want to? Wouldn't it be nice to enjoy your work so much that it doesn't even feel like work, because you have chosen to work with clients and businesses that interest you? You are offering services that you enjoy doing. You are working hours that are convenient for you, and you are getting paid what you're worth. And most of all, wouldn't it be nice to have more time to spend with family and doing activities that you love, because you have scheduled your work around your life instead of your life around your work? If you have children, you can be there for them when they're home. You can take them to appointments and attend special school events. You can schedule your work to fit around your daily life. So yes, you can transfer your skills, have your own home business, do the work you love, get paid what you're worth, and have time for your favorite activities. For those of you who are ready to take the steps right now to get control of your own future and start making money from home as a virtual assistant, I can help you put the foundation in place to start building your new business, even if you are currently working full-time. To register for the 12-week Getting Started as a Virtual Assistant training program, scroll down here on the screen and click on the big burgundy button. I'll also be sending the link out via email later. Remember that the special price of $297 or $120 in 3 payments is only available to those who register by May 29th. However, if you want the bonuses, the 101 Ways to Market Your Business Online for Free module is only available if you register before May 25th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern. And for those of you who register, for the first 5 of you who register, and only the first 5, you will receive the special Fast Action bonus of 24 virtual assistant contracts and templates worth $180. If you want to get in on these bonuses, you need to make your decision quickly. You already know if this program is a good fit for you, and if virtual assistants is a career choice you want to pursue, but it's up to you to make it happen. I believe in you. If you complete the course within 100 days of starting, and you send all of your workbooks to me, I will also send you a digital certificate of completion. I won't be grading you on the workbooks, but I will briefly look them over, and if I see an area that caused you trouble, I will give you some feedback on it. And for those of you who feel that you need more support and accountability than a self-study course provides, there is also an option to upgrade to one-on-one coaching with me during the checkout process. You would receive 2 coaching calls with me per month, plus limited email support. You can ask questions, pick my brain, get direct feedback. I will help keep you accountable to get the assignments done. We will go over aspects of the classes and workbooks. We will discuss your individual circumstances and goals and create a plan for your business success. If you have any questions at all, feel free to email me at lisa@virtualassistantmastery.ca, and that's CA, not .com. Have a great day, and I'll be watching for the fast action takers so I can send you the virtual assistant contracts and templates package. Thanks for joining me.